Many years I have waited for a gift like yours to appear. Why, I predict the wizard could make you his magic grand vizier. My dear, I'll write at once to the wizard, tell him of you in advance. With a talent like yours, dear, there is a definite chance. If you work as you should, you'll be making good. Dun. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the YNTAAY Minis. You must be wondering why Blackie and I are singing The Wizard and I from Wicked, the hit musical. It's because we're very excited that this Monday, January 20th, our friend Alexandra Billings from Transparent is going to be premiering as Madame Morrible in the show. That's Carol Shelley in the original role. And this is very exciting. Now, Alexandra is our Facebook friend, and we follow her on Instagram. But yes, she's the great activist, and she was on Transparent, the hit Amazon show. And we're just so excited that she's going to be in Wicked. And look, oh, I'm sorry, Blackie, you can get down for a second. Blackie's wearing a little scarf in honor of Dress Up Your Pet Day, which was January 14th. But we didn't get to make a video that day, so he wanted to put a little scarf on. But yes, I was looking at some of the Madame Morribles of the past. There was the original Carol Shelley, as we showed you. Michelle Lee from Knots Landing, you know, our friend, played the role. And here's Shirley Ralph from It's a Living and many things. Of course, Isabel Keating was in it. None other than Rondi Reed played Madame Morrible. And look, there's Rue McClanahan herself from the Golden Girls playing Madame Morrible. So it's a great role. It's the one that I would want to play if I ever went into Wicked, because I don't like the wizard songs. I could probably play maybe Dr. Dillamond, but I wonder how long it takes to put on that makeup, don't you? Well, today is a little this and that, so that's why we were talking about Alexandra Billings, and we do wish her luck in the opening night. Oh, you're not supposed to say good luck, are you? Break legs. Blackie, come back. But, you know, so today we're talking about a little of this and a little of that. Not centered there. I'm wearing my YouTube shirt since we're on YouTube. You know what happened? Lentil Bean, the little dog who you'll know, who you remember me meeting years ago. That's Carrie Bryant, my good friend. And that's Lindsay, not Lindsay from work, but Lindsay who owns Lentil Bean. We call her Mama Bean online. Lentil Bean woke up and couldn't use his back legs. So according to this, his disc from L4 to L6 or 7-ish were compressing on his spinal cord. So he had to go to the animal hospital, and here is Lentil Bean. He had to have surgery. So, and there's the doctors and the staff giving Lentil Bean a kiss. So, he is recovering now, but if you all think about it, please do say a prayer for Lentil Bean. And here I am meeting him many years ago. I think that was about 5 years ago, something like that. But yes, you never know what could happen to you and to your pets. Oh. Blackie, what did you think of the Oscar nominations this week? Do you even care? Do you watch movies? I know you sometimes do. You know, there were 9 Best Picture nominees this year, including Ford versus Ferrari, I always want to say Ford versus Fierro because of Fierro from Wicked. Oh Lord. And The Irishman. And of course, Jojo Rabbit, none of which I've seen. Now there's Joker, which I saw and loved, and Little Women, which I saw and loved. But you know, Jeanette, my sister, didn't like it at all, and she feels terrible about it. And, of course, there's Marriage Story, which I'm going to watch, I swear. And rounding out the top of the others were 1917 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I'm going to see 1917 this weekend, hopefully. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is one of my favorites from this year. And, of course, the other movie is Parasite 3D. No, I'm just kidding. Parasite 3D was that 1983 movie, was it? That my mother wouldn't let me see. But it's this Parasite, which I don't really want to see that. Now that I'm old, I don't have to see things that I don't want to see just because people say you should see it. But yeah, so those are the top movies that are nominated for Best Picture. And what were some of the other nominations, Blackie? Director was Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bong Joon-ho for Parasite, Sam Mendes from 1917, and Todd Phillips from Joker. So that's exciting. And we're very happy that Cynthia Erivo got a nomination for Best Actress in a Leading Role for Harriet. She's nominated up against Scarlett Johansson of Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan from Little Women, and Renee Zellweger from Judy, and Charlize Theron from Bombshell. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to go over the whole list. Those are just some of the ones I'm excited about. And, of course, we're excited about Joaquin Phoenix up for Joker, for actor in a leading role. And we're very excited about Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because that was such a great role for him. It was supporting, Blackie, but and Leonardo DiCaprio was nominated as well for best for lead actor. I always want to say best actor because we used to say that, but they took best out of it, and now it's just, you'll say lead actor or supporting actor. You don't say best supporting. Because, that's all relative, really. But yes, so the Oscars are going to be February 9th, 2020 at the Dolby Theater. I will not be attending this year because I prefer to watch it at home with Blackie, who will be watching his first ever Oscars with me. I don't know, he may have watched it before. Oh, with his old owners. My goodness, thank you. He gets so excited when talking about the Oscars, don't you? But, yes, maybe we'll, what's the equivalent for dogs, like catnip for cats? What could I give Blackie that would be a special treat? Not chocolate. Don't give your dogs chocolate, children, because that is not good for them. Well, we'll try and find out what is a special treat that you like. I might have a pizza. But anyway, those are some of the things we're excited about. Of course, Tom Hanks, we're excited about his Best Supporting Actor this year for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Those of you who didn't see it, it's not really Mr. Rogers' movie. It's more about the reporter. But Mr. Rogers' presence is still felt very strongly in it. So anyway, those are just some of the things that Blackie and I are talking about. Oh, Blackie, you lost your little scarf. So next year we promise that we'll dress up our pet even better than just throwing a scarf around them. I tried to find a nice shirt for Blackie to wear, but they didn't have any good t-shirts at the store that I went to. And, yeah, they had big sweaters, and I knew that it was too warm for a sweater for him right now. Plus, he has a fur coat on. So, that's just a little bit of the this and that from this time. Remember to think of lentil beans in your prayers, everybody. And we will talk to you later in the month. And yes, happy January. Happy 2020, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.